How was your first game in the Canadian Football League on Saturday night?
I loved it. Fans are exciting. That stadium is a beautiful stadium. The weather was great. Teammates are awesome. Coaching staff is awesome. It's a good night, man. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
When was the last game you played?
In the USFL against the Michigan Panthers, maybe a month and a half ago.
Yeah, so you weren't a lot of guys come into this situation that haven't played for a while, so it was nice, I guess, to have that kind of feeling in your back pocket that you just did this.
Definitely, live reps are definitely a lot faster than just coming off the couch. So just the only real adjustment I needed to make was just a different environment, different element, different coaches, and ball size, basically, just hit spot. But other than that, it's been a very smooth transition. My coaching staff has made sure that I've been put in the most comfortable positions as possible to let me succeed, and it's working. So
you were in one uncomfortable position during the game. Tell me about that play and what happened.
We had a hard count. We were trying to draw him off sides. I called it, and I peeked over. I saw someone move, but they didn't jump off sides, and I went to go reset it, but he had snapped it already. It's just a miscommunication, and then I was yelling at Sergio to punt the ball, and he actually passed it to me. So I felt like a football player for a tenth of a second, and just got absolutely crushed.
Yeah. Just got the wind knocked out of you?
Yeah, I landed on the ball really hard in my rib cage, and knocked the wind out of me. Crazy. That was really uncomfortable, but.
You got to be happy with your numbers. I mean, 51 average. I think it was 43 net. That's some pretty good punting.
Yeah, but don't matter if I can't do it again. So. That's the goal for this week, doing it over and over again.
I guess that's the key to pro football, right? It's
yes,
what
sir.
you've done for me lately.
Yep, it's performance-based. That's all it is.
Yeah. People noticing you getting really close to the speaker hanging over the field there. Could you hit it if you wanted?
I've hit it one time in practice so far, and so I think the media guy wanted to do that with me this week and get me on film hitting it, but I think Garth Brooks took over our whole stadium, so couldn't do it this week, but maybe next week.
That's 100 feet in the air. Do you realize that?
Really? Wow. I didn't know that.
What does it take to be able to boot the ball? I mean,
I've been a free agent for 6 years, constantly training, constantly lifting, constantly kicking and punting. Just determination, discipline, and drive.
Lots of guys work hard and want to do it. What makes you able to, head and shoulders above what people normally see?
A good support system at home. My parents, my wife's parents, my wife in general. I mean, I got a kid at home, and she holds it down. She full-time job. She helps pay the bills, and she allows me to pursue my dream. And I'm hoping this is the ticket. I'm hoping this is a home where I could stay. And the only reason I leave is because the NFL. That's my goal. So.
Where's the family at? Where does she live?
They're in LA right now.
LA,
yeah,
okay.
St. Pedro, California.
Right.
Yep.
I got to ask you, I always wanted to ask a punter this question.
Okay.
The shoes. Why two different shoes?
Well, I am 6'3", 227. I use a football cleat on the left foot to kind of plant, and I use a soccer cleat on the right for feel on the ball. So, it just matching colors, basically.
Yeah, and you can't get them the same color.
Well, I'm coming from Montreal and the Stars, and I have a bunch of red cleats in there. These are the only yellow cleats I have, so.
You ever play soccer?
Oh yeah, 16 years.
Oh, wow.
Played soccer as a kid. Yep.
Yeah. What made you want to do the switch?
I just went out to try. We had an 8-man football team. I went out to just kick balls, and I kicked them. And they're like, "You're big. You're playing other positions." So then I ended up playing other positions for my high school, and then I was still playing. I played like golf, baseball, all kinds of sports in high school, and. From there, in high school, I thought I was kind of done with sports, and I was going to join the military, but a buddy of mine talked me into going to junior college, and best decision I ever made was listening to him. Led me to UCLA, full ride, then it got real tough for a little bit, just trying to find a home, trying to get out there for 6 years. I played in the spring league for a couple of years, did really well, but nothing really caught, and then life just started taking its course, and God started leading the way. So,
did you know much about the CFL?
I knew about the CFL. I mean, like people like Medlock. Medlock was an All-American at UCLA, so people like him. I mean, I knew a lot about him, but I never really knew about the CFL until last year when I was on the practice roster with Montreal.
We see a lot of kickers have to take on punting duties. Could you do it the other way around?
I could do all three, yeah. I've actually, all of my free agency throughout the spring league and through up till now, I've been a kicker punter. So it's nice to just let me focus on one rhythmically, and I can really get into rhythm. And I mean, you see the result. It's very hard doing all three.
Yeah. 4 if you include holding, right?
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, I can pretty much do everything.
It seems if you're a pro football kicker especially, it's a nomad life. Tell me about your journey. Where have you been to play football?
Oh, man. Well, let's see, junior college to UCLA. From UCLA, I had a workout. I graduated in 16. My first workout was with the Jaguars in 18. Right after the workout, I think Saskatchewan was trying to bring me in, but just never worked out. I don't. That's on their end, not my end. But from there, I signed with Arizona Rattlers in 20. Then COVID hit. I was supposed to be their kicker. They ended up letting a bunch of people go, and then I ended up being in the bubble system with the spring league. I've been doing the spring league for a few years now, and that was on Fox. I kicked really well, punted really well, kicked off really well, and that led to a contract offer from Montreal. Then from Montreal, got drafted first to the Stars, then was let go, and now I'm here. Yeah. I went back to Montreal for camp, had a decent preseason, and then came here and love it here.
And now you're looking for a place to settle down, right?
I just want to call a place a home. I'm tired of bouncing all over the place.
All right.
Good stuff.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Man.
100%.